Hello, Flosstube. My name is Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches, and this is my Flosstube update number 179. Today is Saturday, September 11th. I want to say just that, today is a very somber day in the history of our country, and I wanted to I'll just offer my condolences to all those who were affected by the occurrences of September 11th. Just, I want to leave it at that. But but this is a channel about cross stitch, and a few things to talk about. Not a whole lot to talk about in terms of stitching. It's just a continuation of what I've been doing, and then a little bit of, a little bit of haul. Nothing related to my cross stitching exactly, but we'll get to that later. So this is, like I said, this is a channel about cross stitch, and we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. I've been working on some things for the month of September, just the same old stuff I've been working on. One new thing I have is from, Sherry Berger. We did the cross-stitch camp for this summer, for June, July, and August. And I talked about how many people wanted to continue camp into September, so we'll be talking about that. The showstopper sal for September for participants in the camp. But also, Sherry made this little Cross Stitch Camp 2021 badge, if you will. It's just a little 49 by 41 stitch count, and just a simple design. Just uses DMC, uses like 3 colors. I'm not showing the pattern because of course, there's not a picture. There's just a pattern. But so she designed this little badge. This is very cute little. Oops, sorry, almost showed the pattern. But it's just little pine trees, and has the Cross Stitch Camp 2021 on there. But so that you can put it like on a tote bag or whatever, to commemorate the Cross Stitch Camp. And so, like I said, people wanted to continue the fun on through the month of September. So there's the showstopper sal, which is just what people are stitching for September. And I'm also doing Jessie Lee's Sal All the Kitties. So I'm just working on the 3 designs. So so this past week on Monday was Labor Day, and so as I said in my little daily update post, I labored on Midnight Meow. I haven't been working on it regularly for a while now, but I thought Labor Day was a good as good an excuse as any to work on it again. So, it's an old Jiffy Dimensions kit from '92, I believe. Yeah, it's one of my oldest whips. But so I'm working on this little gray kitty right here. I've done these 3 except for the back stitching and everything, but I'm working on this gray kitty. And then again, I decided to go one shade lighter. Right now, I've only done the very dark bottom line there, and because I had to replace the colors because I apparently got rid of the threads, so I went one shade lighter here, which means I'm going to have to do some different things here with the cat's tail. But I'm working on this lighter gray color, so you can see a little bit more of the cat that way. And so his tail continues down here, and the other cat that sits beside him has his tail goes across here. But so right now I'm still working on this lighter gray color. Worked on it today during my sisters and I filmed our Three Sisters Creative video, and so this is what I worked on during that stage. So that's Midnight Meow. And so then, as my showstoppers, I'm calling it Super Showstopper Sal, because I'm working on 2 projects. So first of all, And Heaven and Nature Sing by Kathy Barrick. It's a big deer. So I've been plugging away at it, and this is, the back leg, and it's a big deer. So it's just lots and lots of this brown color. It's charted in NPI silks, and but it has a DMC conversion, so I'm just doing in DMC. But so I got up here. This is the back half of the deer. And so, at this point, it's just sort of back and forth, several lines of this brown color. And then I had come down, this started in the middle, so more or less in the middle. This is the very middle. But, yeah, so I got kind of tired of doing that brown. So I did some work on these Cardinals. Let me pull this out of the way. So I had some black thread. I just had one smallish piece, so I did his claws and his back and face. Sorry, there's cat hairs all over the place here. I didn't do the beak yet. There's some yellow for the beak here, and then this is another cardinal. I didn't do the black of the beak yet, but I'm working on the red here. I'm almost done with it. There's like this line, and then there's one more line here, and then the black and stuff that goes on it. So, and then I'll probably go back to doing more brown. But so this is the deer. Sorry, I have a fan going on here and it's blowing around. And these little clamps, these are quilting clamps. And I'm using them to hold some of the excess fabric. This is, it's on linen and it's very floppy. And so I had it, rather than cussing at it, this fabric, or catching it, stitching it, catching in my needle, I've pinned it sort of out of the way with these clamp clips. And they're really nice because it's easier than using like a needle or whatever to, or sorry, some other way to do it. Anyway, more on that later. And then the other project for my Super Showstopper Sal is Al Forrest, of course, this Monster Wonder Whale. So it's a neat design. So I started again in the center, which was back here, and did all of this pattern stuff around his face. And I had started last time, I had worked on like these 2 peaks, and until I ran out of thread, and then I went to do some more work on it. I started a new piece of thread, and I thought, doesn't seem right. This little X wasn't lined up with in this space, in the center of this space here. It was like over here. And what I had done is I had counted off of the wrong square over here. So I was 1 square too high and 1 square too far over this way. So this was like, you know, in the wrong place. I looked at it and I thought, that doesn't seem right. It should be kind of in the middle because these are all, you know, squared off, you know. And so this didn't seem right, so I had to recount it and looked at it again, and it was in the wrong place. So I had to take out all the progress that I made up to there and redo it. So, and now I'm working on this one of these little motifs down here, and this runs the whole length of the whale. So I don't know how much longer I'll work on that, but I'm gonna have to move it. And there's like, you know, blue ocean waves, whatever, underneath here. So so that's the Monster Wonder Whale. It's coming along very nicely. I really enjoyed this geometric patterns here, and so there'll be more, you know, colors, more stuff all around in here. But yeah, right now I'm working on just this one color. And like I said, this little pattern runs the length of the whale. And I'm right around in here. I've done about this much. So, oh no, I've done about this much. Yeah, so, you know, like I said, this pattern runs the whole length of his body. So, pretty soon I'll have to move the hoop over and give it another start. So that's really all I've been working on. I've just been plugging away at these 3 designs, 2 really basically, and then the Midnight Meow I'm squeezing in as I can, as I feel like it. Other than that, that's really all. And I don't think I have any haul. I don't think I bought anything. Certainly no patterns, although there's a couple that I'm thinking about. You know, no other supplies really. I did like, you know, I bought a couple of skeins of floss of some DMC the other day. I showed Remarkable Restraint. I was at Joann's. My older sister had to get something, and some fabric, and I'll talk about that also in a minute. But so while she was looking for the fabric she needed, I went over to the cross stitch section just to entertain myself. Well, and actually, I knew I needed some floss because the skeins that I was using here, you know, they're 414, 414, 414, and 413 are the 3 colors used in this cat. And my 414 and 415 were running out basically. And I think I'm pretty sure I have more because that's a pretty, you know, common color for grays, and I probably have more skeins in some other project somewhere, but you know, it was just easier to buy 2 more skeins when I was there at Joann's. So that's really pretty much all of the cross-stitch buying stuff I've done this week. But today we were at Hobby Lobby. I went with my sisters to get some fabric and stuff for our 411 project, the pillowcase project. And I will link again in the description box below the video for our 411 project to make pillowcases for the children's home. And again, this is a project to honor our mother. She supported the New Mexico Baptist Children's Home, and so we were making pillowcases for them. So we've had some very generous donations of both fabric and money to buy more fabric, and so we were sort of assessing all of that today, and my sisters and I were like talking about how much fabric we have and and various other things. So while we were there buying fabric, we had like 30 bolts of fabric they were cutting. You know, they had to, you know, took them quite a while to do that. But so while they were cutting fabric, I went and bought this little package of more of those quilting clips, like I used on this to hold this fabric out, you know, out of the way. These are quilting clips that they're, yeah. So you can, you know, use them instead of using a straight pin when you're, you know, pinning fabric for, you know, quilting, sewing, whatever. So that's what these are. They're just different colors. So this is their. It says Clip It is I think the name. Quilter's Perfect Clip. So yeah, and they're easy to use. So I bought a package of these because so I can help, because I don't really sew. And so, but I can, you know, iron fabric and pin the cut pieces together, you know, so that we're going to sort of try to assembly line, you know, the making of these pillowcases. So we've made the 3 that we've shown before on the 411 project video, and I think we showed them also on one of our 3 Scissors Creative videos. But so like I said, my sisters and I were assessing all the fabrics, and we had one of our cousins sent some fabric, and then another lady who's one of our viewers had sent some fabric. So this is one pile. You can see there's like some. This is from our viewer friend that she sent. Like you can see some licensed fabrics. There's Tinkerbell and Winnie the Pooh and Nemo and yeah, the Winnie the Pooh fabric is there. It's upside down, sorry, and you know, just various things here. And I'm trying not to make a pile here. Hang on one second. Get to that in a minute. And and these fabrics were sent, like I said, by one of my cousins. And so then today, we went to Hobby Lobby because we had some monetary donations that were made. So we were picking fabrics. And hold on one second. Hold on 1 minute. So, and this is more fabric. So we, sorry, spent a long time and, you know, choosing fabrics, having this poor lady that had to stand there and cut all this fabric for us. But I wanted to show that sort of in the spirit of transparency, just all this, the fabric that we're collecting for and cutting for our 411 project. So anyway, that was how we spent today, excuse me. And then also, so that's coming along. That's coming along very nicely. And like I said, we will probably have just, you know, like a couple of make days, you know, however long it takes to sort of sew those together and so that, you know, right now it looks like we have material for more than 45 golly, I don't even know how many now because like we said, we bought fabric today, so I don't know how many. I would say probably about 100 pillowcases, a lot. So thank you very much for your support of this project, for your donations, for everything. Again, you can donate money, you can donate fabric, you can donate pillowcases, completed pillowcases. That we did a sort of tutorial kind of thing, video to how to make the pillowcases. If you look on our Three Sisters Creative site, that tutorial is on there. I believe anyway, it's on the Three Sisters Creative site videos, sticks and strings videos. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about was our Three Sisters Creative Etsy site. Again, we have project bags and needle minders and scissor fobs and patterns and stuff there. Thank you very much for those who have purchased my Blessed pattern. That's on our website, on our Etsy site. But also, our latest project bag that my sister Eve is working on is this Nightmare Before Christmas. The characters, Jack Skellington, is that his name, right? And yeah, so there's this. This is the Notions pouch with the zipper. Right now, my sister Eve is working on getting some charms, some appropriate charms to go with it. We thought we had some Halloween charms, but nothing was. The ones we had were not quite right for this fabric. So here's the Notions pouch, and like I said, it has a zipper closure and this sort of black. There's a little bat and haunted house or black cat, various things. So there's the Notions pouch, and here is the project bag, and this is the fabric that's on the inside of the Notions pouch. So there's spiders and haunted houses and bats, witches. There's a cat, pumpkins. This is upside down because it's folded over, but and there's handles, there's zipper. And it'll be on the Etsy site once we get the charms, and my sister's got some charms coming probably tomorrow, I guess. But this is the inside fabric, and then there's going to be a couple of more of these bags eventually. So yeah. So keep an eye out for those. Like I said, they're not on the Etsy site yet because of the missing charms, but they will be on there soon. So just to whet your appetite a little bit. Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas fabric. So that's about it. This is a little short, update thing. All things that I'm working on, and yeah, I think that's about it. So I will see you next Wednesday. If you have any questions about anything, write them in the comments or whatever, and it'll all be in the description box below. So there'll be a link. There's a link to our Etsy site, Three Sisters Creative, and a link to our 411 project sticks and strings video. Those things are all in there, as well as the names of these patterns that I'm working on, the And Heaven Nature Sing, Monster Wonder Whale, and Midnight Meow. Well, all the information for those will be in the description box below. So in the meantime, I will see you next week. I think that's everything I was going to talk about. Yeah, I think that's it. So I will see you next time, and bye.